أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما الإمام المنتظر الحجة الثاني عشر روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدم الفداء. أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, hope everyone is well. Now, I know we had a long break, but I think sometimes having a break is a good thing just to freshen up. And alhamdulillah, inshallah, may Allah accept everyone's ibadat and the fasting in the month of Ramadan, inshallah. Now, we have, as we are on book 3, which lesson did we reach? So who remembers which lesson we reached?
Sheikh, I can hardly hear you. Your volume is very low.
Our volume is very low. Okay. Right. Give me 1 second. Can you hear me now better?
Yes, better.
Yes?
Yes, much better.
Okay, that's brilliant. Okay. Right. So where have we reached in book 3? Which lesson?
I think we're on lesson 2, page 15.
Lesson 2, page 15. Right. Let me just get onto the screen. But before we go to the lesson, let me just bring this. Right. Let's start. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Right, I would ask today Sister Kulthum and Sister Kanwar Munazadi. Can you start off reading the? So we read the lesson, correct? And we didn't do the exercises.
Sheikh, I'm not sure if we actually did read the lesson, although it's so long. Maybe we should start.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Right.
Yeah, I think it would be beneficial to reread it.
Yeah, that's fine. What I'll do first, I'll go through the points to remember, and then we'll start the lesson. Now, this lesson, first of all, we understand that the concept of mubtada and khabar, so subject and predicate. For example, if you see over here now, al-baytu jadidun. So al-baytu jadidun, it's a subject and predicate, which means the house is
new.
House is new. Correct. Now, the word laysa, it comes in a nominal sentence, and it gives the meaning of not, negation now. So if you want to say the house is not new, you would add laysa in the beginning of the sentence, and so it will become al-baytu. Like, remember inna, where inna came in front of the subject and the predicate, and inna became the ism of inna, and the khabar became the khabar of inna. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yes.
Similar is the case with laysa. So when laysa comes, the al-baytu will no longer be called mubtada, but it will be called the ism of laysa, correct? And bijadidan will be treated as the khabar of laysa itself. Now, if I go to right to the bottom first, look over here. We can also say, this is important, laysa al-baytu Jadi.
Done.
Correct. This is the actual i'rab. So the actual i'rab of laysa is that the ism of laysa will be marfu and the khabar will be
Mansub.
mansub. However, we are being taught in this lesson that it is coming with a preposition, ba. And because it's coming with a preposition, it's not coming mansub, but it's coming majroor.
Yes.
Yeah, is that true? So,
Yes.
so this is something which this book is trying to use with laysa itself. So remember that originally, if the ba wasn't there, then it would be laysa al-baytu jadidan. So the ism of laysa will be marfu and the khabar will be mansub. So this what laysa does. It changes the tenses from present tense. Sorry, it changes it from a positive sentence to a negation sentence of not itself. Now, can I ask Dr. Sister Najla, can you read point number 1, please?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Can read point number 1, please? Go ahead.
In this lesson, we learned the following. Laysa, it means is not. It is used in Jumlatul Ismiya. For example, Laysa al-baytu jadidun. Al-baytu jadidun can change into Laysa al-baytu jadidun. The house is not.
Bijadidin.
Note that jadidun. Note that bay is it
Added.
bay?
Yep.
Bay is added to the khabar and it is therefore majroor. Okay, after the introduction of laysa, the mubtada is called ismu laysa and the khabar is called khabru laysa.
Correct.
The feminine of laysa is laysato.
Laysat.
Laysat.
Yes.
Zainabu marizatun. Laysat Zainabu marizatin.
Correct.
Zainab is not sick. As-sayyaratu kadimatu. Laysat sayyaratu kadimatin. The car is not.
B.
Thank you. Jazakallah. Thank you, Sister Najla. Now you see here, now because of it being addressing a feminine, so we are changing from laysa to laysat, Zainabu bimaridatin itself. And then laysat as-sayyaratu biqadimatin. So it's only because of the change of the person who's performing the action itself. So laysa and laysat. Right, thank you for that. Now can I request Sister Mona Zedi to read the next paragraph, please?
Note, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Note that in the second example, the sukoon of laysat has changed to kasra because of the following al. Laysat al-sayyara, sayyaratu, laysat lil-sayyaratu. The form of laysa with other pronouns are mentioned in exercise 3. In lastu bi muhandasin, the pronoun tu is the ismu laysa, and bi muhandisi is the khabru laysa. We can also say anna lastu bi muhandasin. Here.
Sorry, Anna, not Anna, Anna.
Anna, sorry.
Yeah.
Anna. And here, Anna is mubtada, and the sentence, lastu bi muhandasin is khabar. This sentence is made up of ismu laysa and khabru laysa, as we have seen earlier. Note the following: lastu bi mudarrisin.
Ana mudarrisun.
Oh, sorry. Ana mudarrisu becomes lastu mudarrisin, and ana minal hindi. Ana minal hind becomes lastu minal hindi.
Correct. So you will see over here now is that in here we can also say ana lastu bi muhandisin. Here ana is mubtada and the sentence lastu bi muhandisin is khabar. Now let me explain this. Now, what's happened here is that because ana is coming in the beginning of the sentence, and as you know that when a noun or a pronoun comes in the beginning of a sentence, it will be treated as a subject, as a mubtada. And that is the reason why ana here is treated as the subject. And then what does the subject require?
Khabar.
Exactly. Now, what's happening here now is that this whole two words together, it's now becoming a nominal sentence, a jumla ismiya, which contains a ism and khabar together, and the whole construction with both of them together, it's a whole complete sentence coming as a khabar. So this is the reason why it says here, ana is mubtada, and the sentence lastu bi muhandisin is khabar. So this whole thing, lastu bi muhandisin, it's a complete sentence containing the ism of laysa, which is ana, of lasto, and bi muhandisin is the khabar of lasto. So the ism and the khabar together becomes a nominal sentence, and then the nominal sentence is coming as the khabar of ana.
So Sheikh, I have a question. Is
Yep.
lastu bi muhandisin considered a nominal sentence or a verbal sentence?
It will be treated as a nominal sentence
Okay.
because it's ism and the khabar.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So that, and then you will see here the sentence is made of ism of laysa and the khabar of laysa. Note now, this is what we have done. Now let's move on to the next page. Can I request Sister Kulthum to continue?
Sure. Salam.
Sheikh, I just have one question.
Yep.
Is it only for the pronoun ana, or is it for all of the
Any pronoun.
pronouns?
Yeah, any pronouns.
Any
Any
pronoun. Okay.
Yeah, any
Thank you.
pronouns or even any nouns which can come in the beginning of the sentence, then it will be treated. So pronouns itself mainly, and sometimes you can have nouns as well, which will be treated as the mubtada, and then the thing which comes after it will be treated as the ism of laysa and the khabar of laysa itself.
So we can say Laysat Zainabu bi Marizatin. We could say Zainabu Laysat bi Marizatin too.
Exactly, correct.
Okay, perfect.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if you said Zainab laysat bimaridatin, then this is a sentence of emphasis. It will mean Zainab, she is not sick.
Okay.
Sister Kulthum, Bismillah.
Yes. Bismillah. If khabaru laysa is a prepositional clause like a minal Hindi, it does not take be. So one does not say lastu bi minal Hindi. You do not say that. We have seen in books 1 and 2 that if the mubtada is indefinite and the khabar is a prepositional clause, the mubtada comes after the khabar. Example, li ikhwatun. I have brothers. With Laisa, this sentence becomes Laisa li ikhwatun. I'm just a little bit confused with.
Let me explain. So what's happened here is that the li is a preposition. It's jar and majrullah and the preposition for I. Li ikhwatun. So here, the khabar li is the, so whenever the mubtada comes nakira, so it should have been ikhwatun li. So because the word ikhwatun is indefinite, it does not have alif lam. So then in that scenario, the khabar, which is the actual predicate, will come before the subject. So li ikhwatun, because the mubtada is nakira, then the mubtada, which is indefinite, will come after, and the predicate, the khabar, will come first.
So it is okay, so ikhwatun is the mubtada and li is the khabar. Okay,
Right,
thank you.
right.
Muqaddam, yeah, khabar
Yes.
muqaddam. Okay,
That's
came
right.
first. All right, thank you. That I needed that reminder.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
so that it happens. So that's the reason why laysa li ikhwatun. So ikhwatun is the ism of laysa and li is the khabar.
Yes, yes. Okay,
Yep.
I have no brothers. Here, ikhwatun is ismu laysa and li is khabru laysa. If inna is added to the sentence like li ikhwatun, it becomes inna li ikhwatan. Here, ikhwatan is mansub because it is ismu inna and li is khabru inna. Bilalubnu Hamidin, Bilal, son of Hamid. In a construction like this, the alif of ibn is omitted in writing and the preceding word loses its tanween. Okay, so Bilalu instead of Bilalun. Okay, Manil Akhu literally means who is the brother. It is a polite way of asking a stranger who he is. Do you want me to read the vocab?
Let's ask Sister Wajda to read the vocab, please.
Liqa'un, meeting. Nahrun, river. Ana masrurun biliqa'ika, I am happy to meet you. And Balqiyatun, telegram. Jayyidun, good. Masrifun, bank. Jaibun, pocket. Maktabul baridi, post office.
Correct. Right. Okay, this is the lesson now, and let's go through the actual. As a point to remember, let's start the lesson now. Can I request yourself, Sister Wajda, and I will ask Sister Kanwal Masroor.
Hello, Assalamualaikum, Sheikh.
So I would like you to, Sister Kanwal, to become Bilal, and Sister Wajda will become Hisham.
Okay. Sheikh, it's possible I read only 3 and 4 lines because I have to drop my husband
Yeah,
to
that's fine.
airport.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Okay, Hisham. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I didn't see. Yeah, no, I
Bilal.
see.
Yeah.
Walaikum assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Kaifa haluka ya akhi? Manil akhu. How are you, or my brother?
Yep.
Where are you from?
No, Manil Akhu, who is this brother? So it's a polite way of saying, yeah, who is this brother?
Who is this brother?
Hisham. Ana mudarrisun jadidun bil jami'ati. I am the new teacher in the university, from the university.
At the university.
At the university. So ana here is mubtada, mudarrisun is khabar, jadidun is not, and bil jami'ati jar majroor.
Correct.
Ismi Hishamun. My name is Hisham. So ismi mudaf and mudaf ilayhi, and Hisham is khabar. Or ana minal walayatil muttahidati. I am from USA.
Correct.
Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaba bika ya akhi. Welcome, oh my brother. Ana masrurun bilikaika. I am very happy to meet with you. Ana zamiluka. I am your colleague.
Correct.
Ismi Bilal ibn Hamidin. My name is Bilal, son of Hamid. Amin Washington. Anta ya Hishamo. I am from Washington.
No, it's a question.
Yeah, are you from Washington or?
Oh, sorry. Or are you from Washington or Hashim?
Yep, or Hashim. Hisham.
La ana lastu min Washington. No, I am not from Washington. Inni min New York. I am from New York.
Bilalo, are Musliman Abuka ya Hishamo? Are you Muslim?
No.
Are your father is Muslim or Hisham?
Correct.
Hisham, la, no. Huwa laysa bi Muslimin. He is not a Muslim.
Jazakallah. Dr. Saeed Ahmed, can you become Hisham now? So Bilal. Dr. Ahmed, can you unmute yourself? Dr. Ahmed, can you unmute yourself, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Bismillah. So this one here. So from Hisham, La.
Abi Hisham then?
No,
Abi
Bilal.
Hisham then?
Bilal.
Okay, Bilal. Okay. Well,
Wa ummuka.
Muslim Abuka, Ya Hashimo,
Ya Hisham.
Ya Hishamo, Muslim.
Muslimun means is Muslim who? Is your father a Muslim or Hisham?
Yeah. Okay.
And Sister Wajda, reply to that, please.
Hishamun. La, no. Huwa laysa bi Muslimin. No, he is not Muslim.
Doctor?
Okay. Umuka Muslimun, Muslimatun here.
Yeah.
Is your mother Muslim? Is your mother Muslim?
Correct.
Hisham. La, no. Hiya laysat bi Muslimatin. She is not a Muslim.
Correct.
Alaka Abna'i, Ya Hashimo,
Hisham.
Ya Hashimo,
Hisham.
Ya Hishamo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alaka abna. Translate, please. Alaka abnauni ya Hisham. Do you have
any brothers?
no, ibnun abna, sons. Do you have any sons?
Yeah, inshallah. Okay.
Hishamun. Na'am. Yes. Li sittatu abna'in. I have 6 sons.
Okay. Bilal, Abdullah, hum.
Yep.
Any of them students?
Atulabunhum, are they students?
Yeah.
Hisham. La, no. Hum laysu bitulabin. They are not students. Inna ba'duhum tujjarun. Surely some of them are merchant. Wa ba'duhum muhandithuna. Some of them are engineer.
Correct.
Alaka banatum. Do you have any daughters?
So alaka banatun, do you have any daughters? Correct.
Hishamun. Na'am. Yes. Li khamsu banatin. Yes, I have 5 daughters.
Excellent. Continue, Doctor.
Okay. Okay.
Mutazawijatun hunna.
Mutaziyatun hunna. Okay.
Are they married?
Hishamun. La. No. Hunna lasna bimutazawwijatin. No, they are not married. Inna hunna sigarun. Surely they are younger. Or, sigir. They are younger. Ba'duhunna fil madrasatil ibtidaiya. Some of them in primary, in elementary schools. Wabaduhunna fil madrasatil mutawassitatu, or some of them in the middle school.
Correct.
Okay, Bilal, alaka ikhwatun. Do you have any brothers?
Excellent.
Sisters?
The brothers is right.
Okay.
Hishamun. La. No. Laysa li ikhwatun. I don't have any brothers. Inna li thalatha akhawatin. Surely I have 3 sisters.
Correct.
Okay. Bilalun, Muslimatun hunna. Are they Muslims?
Hisham. Naam. Yes. Hunna muslimatun. Yes, they are Muslim. Alhamdulillah. All praise is good to Allah.
Jazakallah. So, right, I'll try to do. I'm not going to do all of the exercises today because majority of the class is, half of the class is not here today. So inshallah, I'll do some of the exercises so that everyone gets a gist of this lesson. And the other thing I'm going to do as well is that next week, or next week, not but next week, I'll send as well to everyone examples from the Quran of Laysa, so that you become familiar with Laysa in the Quran. And also I will send for you Kana. Do you remember the word Kana?
Yes, sir.
What does Kana do?
Was, correct?
Correct. So when Kana comes, Laysa changes it to not, and Kana changes it to was. Like, for example, if you say الطالب مجتهد, the student is hardworking. And if you want to say the student was not hardworking, you will say kana
Taliban.
kana talibu, ism marfu.
Kana talibu. Okay.
Kana talibu tahidan. So the Arab, you know, the default Arab, which I showed you over here about Laysa, does the same Arab as Laysa. So remember what I showed?
Sister Laysa, okay.
Yeah, that's right. So Laysa, like Laysa al-baytu jadid here, it was, the house was not new. And if you want to say the house was new, then you say kana al-baytu jadidan.
Okay.
So what I'll do, I'll give you examples of Laysa and kana in the Quran, so that, because what I want to do, I want to maximize the actual output from each lesson, so that everyone is trying to get grips and trying to get comprehension from the Quran, just not merely make it a book 3 class itself. So that is something which I'm going to push in the next 2 to 3 months, to try to get so much more familiar with the Quran itself. Now, when you was reciting the Quran this year, was there any difference you was finding in understanding the Quran?
Yes, there was a lot of words
yes.
that you could figure out, and you could kind of pick on which one is the mubtada and the khabar, and you know why, especially when you paid attention to the ending, whether it was marfu or majroor. Somehow you could recognize, you could put it together better.
Alhamdulillah, that's good. That's a good start. Sister Wajdan, Sister Mona, and Sister Najla, how about yourselves?
Definitely, not only in reading, but I remember in Eid prayers, you know, when the Maulana was, I don't know the exact words, so please don't make fun of me, but he was reading Jut, wal Jabarut, wal Lazi, Musliman, and I was understanding Maghfirat. I was understanding all the words. I was putting it together that this is, he said, Yom al Eid, wa hazal Lazi, Musliman. He said all of these words, and I was listening very carefully, and it was making sense to me, and I was just amazed that I was putting sentences together, the words together to formulate sentences. And I was making out that he's talking about the day of Eid, and we're asking God for forgiveness and to accept our prayers, and accept our ibadat and our forgiveness. I think I got some of those words right.
Alhamdulillah, yeah. Muslimina Ida. Yeah.
Yeah, Muslimina Ida.
Yes.
But I remember the Jut, al Jabrut,
Yes.
I think that's the most important that you remember throughout the 30 days of the Eid.
Oh my God, I couldn't stop thinking about it, because I actually understood for the first time in my life what he was saying. So I was like, I know this.
Same thing with Dua Kumeya. Yeah, a lot of words.
Yeah, definitely.
All that was, they're better now.
Okay, so what I'm going to plan to do is I just pray that I can have more, somehow I could do more things within the time frame, because I did promise yourselves. I'm just going to think of how to do this. Is that I did mention of in Shahr Ramadan, it was really hectic. With some of the classes which I promised to do, I couldn't do them because it was really hectic, because the first time after the pandemic, trying to having in-house majalis, iftar and so forth, and the mosque was really difficult. However, now I have been contemplating, I'm trying to squeeze in. I want to do the, I'm going to think of the timing of when to do Surah Baqarah. I want to do Surah Baqarah more than any other surah, because I've been getting feedback from other students as well. Is that still we don't have the vocabulary? Yes, I do understand that, because I first of all need to get you the grips and tools for you to understand the Arabic grammar, and then we can start understanding the text of the Quran. and the richness of the vocabulary. Now, if we're able to do Surah Baqarah, breakdown of Surah Baqarah, and also the vocabulary, and there's a lot of words which are repeated and repetition of Surah Baqarah throughout the Quran, it will increase your understanding of those vocabulary when it's used in different parts of the Quran itself. And Surah Baqarah being the longest surah of the Quran, it will give you a better, it will probably increase your understanding to 30% because of the repetition of the words itself. So inshallah, I'm just going to try to think of when to do it. I will be starting it. I'm just going to see when it will be the best time for everyone, inshallah. Okay. I'll send you some, yeah.
Sheikh, is it possible to divide up like this class time, maybe half an hour for the book 3 and maybe half an hour for Surah Baqarah? Would that be possible?
I could do it that way if you want to. If you would like to do it in that format, I'm happy to do it in that format as well. The only thing is that I wanted to mix it. I want to mix each of these lessons with ayats from the Quran so that each lesson is related, because I need to give you practical examples within the Quran of laysa being used. Do you understand, Sister Muna?
But Surah Baqarah is so vast. I mean, I'm sure we can find examples of laysa and kana and inna.
Because what I want to do actually do it systematic Surah Baqarah.
Okay.
That's what that was the plan.
Oh, I see. Okay, as you like, Sheikh. Just an idea.
So, no, that's fine. What I can do is that let's see. Let me just think of devise a plan of how to do it, and I'll send you an examples of Surah Baqarah breakdown and what I'll be doing, because as I said, from a book after you finish book 3, I'm not going to start book 4 immediately. What I'll be doing, like in the other groups as well, is that I'll be doing a fast track Arabic grammar syntax course with everyone so that I can prepare yourself for the next level, which I want everyone to start reading books in Arabic. So for example, I'm thinking of starting a basic book just to get yourself familiar. For example, one of the books which I know off the top of my head, which will be really good, one is the book in fiqh in Arabic, just to get yourself familiar to read Arabic text. So once you become familiar, then I can go to more complex texts. For example, the tafsir are slightly complex than fiqh books, because fiqh books there's a lot of repetition of words. It's a bit more easier. But when I go to like tafsir of the Quran in Arabic to understand it, it's a bit more complex text. So that's the reason why there's a slight delay for me to start tafsir in Arabic, inshallah. Is that okay?
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Right, okay. Sister Durdana, assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Bismillah. I would like you to do a question. I'm going to do only a few questions. I'll probably do exercise 1 and 2, and then do next week the remaining of them. Let's start with question number 1. Ajib anil as'ilatil atiya. Answer the following questions. Ask question number 1. Min aina?
Min aina Hishamun.
Translation, what does that mean?
Where is Hisham from?
Yeah, where is Hisham from? Correct. Or from where is Hisham from? Where is Hisham from is better, yes.
Yeah.
So let's read the text. It says Hisham said, Ana mudarrisun jadidun bil jamia ismi Hisham. Ana
min al wilayatil
من الولايات المتحدة.
متحدة. I am from
USA.
He is from, right?
Anna. So if you, Anna, so Anna, I am from United States, but you need to change Anna to Huwa.
Huwa
من الولايات
متحدة.
Yes. He is from?
He is from USA.
Okay. I'll ask you a question. من أين أنت يا دردانا?
أنا من Canada, Toronto.
هل أنت Now I'm going to ask you another question. A few questions to everyone. كم سنة في Canada or في Canada. كم سنة في Canada. How many years in Canada?
كم
How many years?
around 30 years.
30 years. You could say تقريبا.
تقريبا
or you could use the word حوالي. The word approximately is حوالي or تقريبا 30
تقريبا 30
Sanatan.
Yeah. So 40 50 40 20. These are 20s. 20 is 20, 30 is 30, 40 is 40, 50 is 50.
So after kam, it became a tamyiz, which meant that the sanatan, because
Right.
it is mansub.
Correct.
Okay.
That's the reason why 30 sanatan. Correct. Okay. Next question, number 2. Min ayyi madinat. Okay, now it says min ayyi madinatin huwa. How would you translate that?
In which Madina city? In which city are you from?
No, huwa. Min ayyi madina huwa. He.
Oh, in which city is he from?
Yeah, from which city is he from? So if I ask you this question, Sister Durdana, min ayyi madinatin anti? Min ayyi madinatin anti?
Ana Mino, Toronto.
Madhat. Okay, now I'm gonna ask you know what the verb fa'ala? What does fa'ala mean? Fa'ala, the verb fa'ala. Fa'ala means he did. He did. And yaf'alu, he is doing. Okay, correct?
Yeah.
Madha taf'alina fi Toronto. Madha taf'alina fi Toronto. What are you doing in Toronto?
Ana.
Yep. Which word do you want to use? Tell me in English and I'll tell you the Arabic.
I'm a housewife.
Ana,
I'm a homemaker.
yes. Ana askunu.
Ana askunu.
The word in Farsi and Urdu as well, some extent we use the word maskan. Maskan is place of living. And so the verb is sakan, sin, kaf, noon. Sakana means he lived, and the present tense is yaskunu. Ana askunu ana askunu. Repeat please. Fi Canada.
Ana askunu fi Canada.
Ma'a means with.
Yeah. With.
My family. How do you say the word family? Does anyone know? Family is Ain, Alif, Hamza, Ain, Alif, Hamza, Lam, and Tai Marbuta. A'ilatun. The A'ilatun means family, and my family is A'ilati.
Ailati.
So say the whole sentence together, please. Ana askunu.
Ana askunu fi Canada.
Ma'a.
Ailati.
Excellent.
Ailati.
Failati.
So it became Ailati because of Ma'a.
Yeah, no, because of my family. A'ilatun is family.
Mudaf ilayh.
Exactly, my family.
My family.
Okay, now for example, another question. Kam awladan indaki? Kam awladan?
Oh. I have
Li.
Li akhawa sittatu akhawatin.
Okay, correct this mistake. She made a mistake there. Li sittatu akhawatin. You have 6 sisters. 6
No, not 6, 3.
Sisters.
Li salasatu akhawati.
sisters or daughters?
Oh, daughters. Akhawat. Oh, Abnai.
Banati.
Yes.
Banati.
So banat. So what is the ruling? What is the ruling of if the ma'dud is feminine? What happens to the numbers?
Oh, yeah.
It has to be
Masculine.
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 One. Yeah.
So li
Salasa.
salasatu.
No, not the time marbuta. Thalathu.
Salasu.
Bana.
Banati.
Banatin. Mudaf ilay.
Banati.
MashaAllah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheikh. That is good. That makes us think more.
I think I'll do more of these. The only thing is that because the class is only once a week, so I'm sticking to the book just because I want you to at least follow a book, a structure, and then after you've done this, then I can start. Like for example, I've got other courses prepared. Will use for conversational Arabic. So there's two courses I've got, 2 or 3 courses which I'll be using then afterwards. That if you want to be practicing conversational Arabic, I'll give you that courses to prepare yourself for conversational Arabic, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Sheikh, what is right? She said, Anna Minal Canada, or it's gonna be Min Canada.
Ana minal. You can say min Canada.
Because it's already okay.
Yeah, it's Canada. It's a proper noun because it's the name of the country.
Okay.
And then li thalathu banatin. I have 3 daughters. Now let's do it. So I want now someone, Sister Najla, I want you to say what are their names. So the word ismun is singular. Asma'un is names. How do you what are their names now? So you need to use hunna and asma'un. And ma as well, the word ma as well.
Hunna ma ismaun.
No, the other way around. Say bring ma first.
I can do that.
Let's do it. Go ahead. Ma.
Ma asma'uhunna.
Excellent.
Yeah, you got it.
MashaAllah. Got it. Ma asma'uhunna. Sister Durdana, Bismillah, you have to answer it.
Zainabu.
So you say asma'uhunna.
Asma'uhunna Zainabu Kulsum
wa
Batul.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Now, if someone asked the question, are they married? اثنين
what is called متزوجات and واحد is واحد in جامعتي
واحدة هي
في جامعتي
هي في الجامعة
واحدة هي في جامعتي
في الجامعة in the university.
What is unmarried? I forgot. Not Gazabun is slow-minded, right?
Yeah, so
Ghabiyun.
Yeah, Ghabiyun is a fool. So the word is azabun.
Azabun.
Yeah.
Yeah, azabun is married.
Azabun is unmarried?
Unmarried, yeah.
Can I call you in 5 minutes?
Okay.
Okay.
So, right. Now, let's finish off. Next question. So, let's answer them. In أي مدينة هو? So, answer this question, Sister Dordana.
أين مدينة هو?
Which?
أنا في هو.
Yeah, هو.
أنا في
No, هو.
Yeah. So, we're asking about Hisham now. From which city is he? هو.
هو في what is
He's from New York, so.
He says,
Huwa min New York.
yeah, innahu
Innahu minal New York.
min New Yorker.
Yeah.
Min New York.
Correct. Innahu min New Yorker. Excellent. Right. And the final question.
This
Kam
Kam
ukhtan.
Kam Akawatun lahu.
No, kam ukhtan lahu.
Ukhtun lahu. Oh, I don't have a book, so.
So how many sisters does he? How many sisters does he have? He says.
Kam. Oh, Kam.
So it's for him. So change li to for him. How would you do that?
Change li into?
Change li, which means for me. You need to change that for him. Remove
Lahu.
Correct.
Lahu khamsu banatin.
Lahu khamsu banatin. Ahsanti. MashaAllah.
Talking about banat.
Okay. Right. Next exercise, I'm going to ask one each to everyone. Let's start from Sister Munazedi. Sister Munah, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Mark the correct statements with this tick and incorrect with the X. Hisham min number 1.
So Hisham Minal Washington. That's wrong.
Correct. Sister
Hisham
Wajda.
Minal New York.
Correct. Number 2, Sister Wajda.
Akhawatuhu muslimatun. True. His sisters are Muslim.
Correct. Sister Kulthum. Number 3.
Banatuhu lasna bi mutazawwijatin. False. They are too young. They're not married.
Correct. Next person, Sister Najla. Abna'uhu.
Abna'uhu tullabun. This is wrong.
Correct. What should be the correct answer?
I don't remember.
Ba'duhum tujarun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ba'duhum tujarun.
Ba'duhum tujarun wa ba'duhum muhandisuna.
Yes.
Sheikh, isn't number 3 true? Banatuhun lasta bi mutarizat.
Yeah, that's correct.
It's on the top of page 16. He says,
Oh,
La
I'm sorry.
hinna lasta.
We need to do number 4. Abna'uhu tullabun is his son.
No, I'm talking about number 3.
Yeah, number 3 is correct.
They're correct. They're married.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see Lasna. Yes, they are not married. You're correct. Thank you for correcting me.
No problem.
They're too young.
Yes, they're too young. Okay, number 5.
Dr. Ahmed.
Yes, sir.
Ummuhu laysat bi muslimatin. Is his mother?
Ummuhu laysat bi musliman. Is mother Muslim? No.
That's correct. Yeah, his mother's not Muslim. Ummuhu laysat bi muslimatin. Correct. And the final one, you could do that as well, Doctor.
Okay. Abuhu Musliman? No, he's not Muslim either.
So it will be Laysa.
Yeah. So laysa abuhu bi muslimin. So laysa abuhu bi muslimin. Okay. Right. I'm just going to do it over here. Right. This itself and 4 and 5, I'll leave this for the rest of the class so that when they come in, they got something to chew on as well next week, inshallah, and they have something to participate as well. So, inshallah, we'll leave it here and then, inshallah, continue next week, inshallah, same time, inshallah. So, inshallah, I went slightly subtle today because it's the first class after a break. So, just to get back in track and back in shape, inshallah. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم
Sheikh, I'm sorry, I just added a person on the list. They wanted to be added to the class. They have done it before. So if you could please.
Have you on the WhatsApp?
Yeah, I just shared the contact with you.
Yeah, that's fine. I know her. I know her.
Okay.
Yes, so she is normally in my book 2 class.
Okay, yeah, she requested because she had fallen off. She kind of missed.
Yeah, so I think she's yeah, that's fine. I'll add her, but I think she's still in book 2.
Yeah.
I think book 3 is gonna be tough for her.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll speak to her because
Yes.
she's in book 2. If she jumps on book 3, she will struggle with that.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine. If you want to join in, that's fine. She can. That's not an issue. Okay. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وأجل فرجهم. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة بن حسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل الساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليل معين حتى تسكنه أرضك توعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا واجعلنا من أنصار وشيتك وجندك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وأجل فرجهم. Any questions?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're getting started. Yes.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, you get back in shape. It takes a while to get back into routine because you had such a long break. So, inshallah, we'll be back next week.